really wanted to dominate in that first 30 minutes, and we met that goal, and that set the tone. Really great high performers out there, a lot of distribution and teamwork. One of the things that we wanted to focus on was playing together as a team, and when you look at our distribution of goals and everybody working together, that's what got us the W today.
What did you see from your offense in the first 30 minutes that was working? I mean, first game out, and you come out and scored 9 in the first half, and just kind of really dominated the offensive side of the field.
Yeah, I think that we really read our matchups well, and we were patient. You know, we waited for really good looks. We had a lot of confidence, and we we took shots with our scout report. Like our shooting was dialed in. Our goal was 50%, and we were at 49. So our shooting efficiency makes a big difference. But we weren't turning the ball over, and I think that those possessions we really capitalized on.
How do you prep for a game like this, kind of first game, and you haven't really seen all the girls in action, but you played Virginia Tech last year on their home field, and so what do you kind of carry over from that win last year to kind of just be confident coming into this game?
We don't really carry anything over from last year. We know that it's a new season, and you have to show up game to game, and if you're prepared and you're confident and you work as a team to achieve your goals, then the result usually is what it is.
And the defense in that first half, I mean, held Virginia Tech to 1 goal. What was working for them in that whole first half?
Addy made great saves. You know, it's one thing to make saves when you have defensive pressure, but she saved some on the doorstop that, probably you shouldn't make. And that momentum, I think, really carried our defense. Being able to own the 1v1 matchups, I think, were huge for us, and we just were poised. We had really good defensive positioning, and everybody was doing their job well.
Addy, what did you see from the defense? You're in a unique perspective, kind of being able to watch what's going on around you. What was really working for you guys in that first half?
I thought our communication was at a 9-10. Like, we were really dialed in, and we knew exactly what we were going in to do, and we executed it to a T. Like, even though there was a couple 1v1s where we got beat, like, I was there for them, and they knew that. And so they're going to trust me, and on the next one, they had their 1v1.
This unit going into kind of a crazy next several weeks, kind of what is your confidence level for kind of this unit in front of you?
Of course, I'm so confident. Like, this team is unreal. And it's more because we have the culture that nobody else has. Like, we have this unit that is just so ready to go, and we've been ready to go. We had all fall. We're ready off last season. Like, we have the same team and even better now. So
awesome. And then just kind of touching on that third quarter, there's kind of a little bit of a lull, but it's the first game. You're kind of working out some of those kinks. Where were some areas that you felt like are kind of you can hone in on improving now for this week?
Yeah, I think we're trying to figure out the draw. That possession is really important. When you don't win that possession, and we're not scoring goals and we weren't getting stops, right? One of those areas has to improve. And that's where you probably saw the pace of play change a little bit. But what I was really proud of them about was we found some solutions to the draw in that fourth quarter. Cloyd had an amazing game. We put her in to handle that leverage, forced them to change their matchup. She won 8 of those possessions to her teammates. And that really gives your offense some breathing room to really work their defense and find some better opportunities where they're not, pushing it as much. I thought that was big, and I think it really set the tempo for that fourth quarter to go 4-1 in that quarter.
And then just kind of finally looking a little bit ahead to this week already, just kind of how do you carry the momentum into a really busy week? I mean, you've got a game on Monday, a game on Friday, maybe even one the next week, and so how do you kind of carry this win into a busy week?
Yeah. Well, we're playing Scotland, so we're going to have an opportunity to build our depth. Depth on our team is really important. Being able to play 3 midi lines was really important for us today. Having a lot of veterans out there is great, and now that game will give a lot of people some in-game experience. And then we're prepping for USC and Niagara, so we'll start our scout on Wednesday for them, and we'll tackle one opponent at a time, and just keep it short, sweet, and simple. It's now the fun part is their preparation for each opponent, and we still don't have a lot of film on team, so we just got to do our job well. But I think we're going to ride this victory, into the week, and it'll create a lot of good momentum for our practices.
Awesome. First of all, just kind of what was the mood this week, kind of leading up? It's game week. It's the first one. It's kind of a big game, big rematch from last year. What was kind of the mood of the locker room, of practice, all that?
I think we were super excited to finally get into game week. We've had so much preparation, and I think we were just so ready to just play another opponent. We got really lucky to be able to kind of do a scrimmage with Tampa before to kind of get out our kinks and everything. So I think going into game week, the locker room was just super ecstatic to be able to play again.
What about you, Sarah? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, I think everyone was super excited to kind of, like show what we've been prepping for, during the fall and these preseason weeks. I think everyone was super excited to come out with Virginia Tech. It was a really close game last year. And I think we have a lot of different kind of like skills in our book that we're really ready to pull out this year, and then we were able to show some today. So I think we're really excited, like looking into next week and getting this dub under our belt, and like having the tempo going into this game like really like strung us forward throughout.
And Sarah, the first half, came out really strong. What was working for you guys on the offensive side of the field?
Yeah, we were working a lot this week with finding the open look on the backside. After doing scout and stuff, watching how their defense shifts and whatnot. Moving the ball really fast was really, a focusing that we worked on this week. I think moving the ball, finding the open look, finding the perfect look instead of just kind of shooting just to shoot, and the big look as we call it. So I think that was really, something we focused on.
And then Molly, on the other side of the field, just kind of from your perspective, what was working on defense? Held them to 1 goal in the first half. That's an awesome way to kind of come out and make a statement.
Yeah, I think we just had a really good game plan coming in, and our defense unit is just so amazing and works so well together that we kind of knew and prepared for everything that was going to be coming our way. So I think our preparation was a huge key in that, and we were just able to keep them out and just keep going. I don't know.
And then, they said it in the locker room, but there were, I think, 11 different goal scorers. What does that kind of say about just the depth of this team and just kind of the experience and ability and skill on the offensive side?
I feel we were really working on depth this year, obviously, and so I think that we've been working a lot, doing a lot of different drills of like when someone gets doubled, removing the ball twice to get that open look. It doesn't have to be, the girl who's getting doubled has to, somehow break the double, or it's just that next pass. Sorry. I think that sorry. We really harp on like having everyone be a threat, and our middies especially was a really big concept that we were focusing on going into the preseason. They need to be a threat. It can't just be the offense. So I think they really keyed in on that as well, and that really helped open up the other girls. And it helps like create our depth and get the other girls in and get the other girls reps, and so they can get those looks, and so that creates the depth for us.
Molly, who did you kind of, in your head, who kind of sticks out as having a really game-changing game today?
I think definitely Cloyd. I think we were definitely kind of struggling with possession on the draw a little bit, and she knew that she needed to come in, do her draw, and get the possession in order for us to keep getting those opportunities on attack. So she really honed it in and communicated really well with the circle players and everything. So definitely Cloyd, I would say.
Yeah. And then what's the kind of, how do you guys carry this momentum into your week? You mentioned you guys have 3 games the next 6 days. How do you kind of rest, recover, enjoy the win, but then also really change your focus to these next 3 games?
I think just kind of like we're not looking past teams. Like, yes, we have USC next week, but we also have, a big game on Monday that's going to be really important to get, the other girls reps, to get us reps, to kind of like use that game as stuff that we can work through. And so I think we're really lucky to actually have a game like this. It's really important to like get the other girls reps who didn't play today, really. They'll probably get some time in that game. I think that's really important. We're not looking past teams. Like, we have to focus on one game at a time.
Talk a little bit about the first half, and the offense came out so strong, and defensively, like what was working for you guys in that first half?
I would say just the preparation we had over the past few weeks. Like, we've really been focused on doing what we're good at, doing what we've practiced, and I think we were all just ready to like go out and play a different jersey and compete.
What was the mood of practice this week? First game week, and you've got some new faces, but you've got a lot of returners, and so what was kind of the anticipation of kind of today?
I guess during the week, during practice, we were all just like super eager, super excited. And then expectation for today, I don't think losing crossed any of our minds for like 1 second. Like, we were all ready to go. We knew we were prepared, and we were just ready to play.
Third quarter, obviously there was a little bit of a lull just kind of in production and to be expected. I mean, first game kind of working out some of those kinks. What was your mindset going into that fourth quarter, kind of taking over the draw? What was your kind of mindset going into that fourth quarter?
Definitely they got a few back on us during the third quarter. So I think I was just kind of more focused on like where my feet were and like the moment I was in. Like, can't necessarily like look at the like few goals they scored and think, oh no, they're coming back. Like, it was just more of like focus on what can I do right now to like put us in a position to finish strong and kind of be where we want to be, winning by 10-9, you know.
How do you kind of take this win today and your performance and carry that into a really busy week with 3 games and just kind of a lot of opportunity?
I would say just definitely learn from like the mistakes I made, like really look back on my game, see what I did well, see what I didn't do well, then like kind of as a unit, as a defense, offense, draw unit, see what worked for us, see what didn't, fix what didn't, keep doing what did work, kind of not look too deep into it, you know?
Yeah. What's some of your anticipation and kind of expectation for this team and yourself this upcoming season after kind of today's win?
I think we're definitely going to make program history this year. We have such a strong group of returners. Like, so many girls came back for their 5th year. We have a strong senior class. We have the classes below us, so much depth, transfers, great freshman class. Like, our team is just there in all aspects. So I think as long as we stay like really focused and motivated and like our team culture stays the way it is, super positive and just like loving, I think we're gonna go farther than we ever have.